Bueno, bienvenidos a todos a Tiempo Fuera. Hoy estamos con Leo Bulić. Well, first of all, how are you?
Hey, brother, how are you? How are you guys?
We're doing great.
Very
Thanks a
great.
lot for coming.
Sure.
And with the first question, we would like to go back in your career. So I would like to ask you, who or what introduced you into the world of basketball?
So my dad was playing basketball, but like amateur, like my mom was playing volleyball, and I grew up in Vienna. So my mom just wanted me to play any sport, and the basketball team was the closest to our home. So she just put me in there, and now I'm 2 meters 11, so it worked out good.
And you casually grew to 6 feet 10.
Well, how? What?
You casually grew to 6 feet 10 tall.
Yeah, just like this, you know.
Quite some luck over
Yeah, a little bit.
there. Well, so now we're moving on. We know that we interviewed basketball players from all kind of ages. You're basically just started your career a couple of years ago. You're 21, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
What uh, what do you think you can uh, achieve in your basketball career, or what do you want to achieve in your basketball career?
It's a tough question because I try to aim for the highest level I can possibly play in, and I know I'm sure of myself that I will do my best to get there. So, but you have to have luck with your injuries to not have any serious
Yeah.
injuries to find your role in a team. And I'm just living in the moment. I have my goals, like what I would like to achieve, and my dreams, but I'm just here in the moment. So yeah.
Perfect. And going on to now the present, what do you expect on this season?
Basically, I'm one of the three young guys on the team. So it's my first time that I'm with a first league team, going to games away, practicing all the time. So for me, if I get minutes, I will give my best in those minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping that we as a team end up in the playoffs for sure. I think we can achieve that, and that's it for Brose Bamberg and for Coburg. You know, we us three guys from the BBL. We are like the leaders with some other guys in this Coburg team. We're a young team, like I said, it's a farm team, for the Brose.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get everyone on the same page, on the same level. So we can use the experience from being with the BBL and show it to the younger players who are like 16, 17, who don't have like this experience now.
And you're averaging quite some good numbers, 10.5 points, 6.5 rebounds, 2 assists. You're playing good.
It's all right. It could be better, of course, always. But the season's still long, so
Yeah.
I will try to get those numbers up for sure.
But also, well, I was just checking what the standings were for the BBL.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's not like the best time, but do you think that Brose can, overcome the situation and move on to the, playoffs and hopefully make a run to win the championship?
I for sure think that we will be in the playoffs. I'm really sure of it because we had a tough schedule. We played Alba, Berlin, then Ludwigsburg. We played like from the top 5 teams, 4 teams already. So
Yeah.
it's a tough schedule, and when we find our flow as a team, I think we're a great team with great individual characters, also off the court, on the court. So I think we will surprise everyone. Um, I'm not worrying about that.
We believe in you and your team.
Where am I living?
No, we believe in you and your team.
What do you mean?
That we believe, like we believe it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And also, we know that you play in the Croatian national team. That's right. And can you tell me like a little bit of that experience, what it means to you?
Oh, it's always a great honor to represent your country, you know. I started with the under 15, having my first experience there on a tournament in Lithuania. Then I had some serious knee problems where I couldn't really, uh, I had problems with that, so I couldn't really show my best. And
Yeah.
then under 18, we had this European Championship again in Greece. Under 20, we had this Euro Challenger. So it's always, you know, when you stand in front of this flag and sing the hymn, you know, it's always a great feeling and a nice experience, of course.
Great. And another thing that we came across is that you were two numbers. I know that in your club you were number 13, but in your national team you were 6. Is there a reason why you were with those numbers?
Not really a reason. In the national team, it was more like, yeah, okay, you will have that number. I was like, yeah, okay. So I didn't choose it or whatever. They just gave it to me. I was like, whatever.
And in the club too?
No, in the club we could choose actually. The number 6 in the national team was because I came a little bit later, so they already registered the number 6, I think, and that's one of the reasons because why. So yeah.
Perfect. And do you idolize any player or take some moves from them?
I've always idolized, of course, Tony Kukoc.
Ah,
I'm not a lefty, unfortunately, but still, his style of playing is like appealing to me. You know?
did you watch
This,
the Last Dance documentary?
yeah, I watched it. Of course. Yeah. No, I just like him being a tall guy, you know, playing outside, dribbling the ball. I love this. I do it myself too, you know, when I have the possibility. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Great. And also one thing that we wanted to ask is if you have some kind of a pregame routine, because one thing that we interested in is, you know, some kinds of I don't want to sound too like, I don't know how to say it, but it's scary, I believe. But if you have some rituals, you know, some
Yeah,
players.
I know what you mean. Not really a ritual. I'm just doing my pre-game stuff for my whatever knees, flexors, whatever. And I pray to God before every game, you know, that everything goes well, I don't get injured, and basically that's it. I tell my parents, you know, I hear you
Yeah.
after the game, every game. So yeah, that's it.
One of the last questions that we have, then we move on to two more sections, but that are shorter. But one of the last questions of the first section that we had is, what is the main thing that you work on to be the best player that you can be, or what is the main thing that you focus on in trainings?
In trainings, I do. I'm really confident in my shot. Actually, my 3-point shot. So I'm trying to be the best there as possible. You know. Then of course I have to work a lot on my explosiveness. As a big guy, you know, it's always harder. You know.
Yeah.
But that's like 2 points where I'm really trying to work on with my body. You know, I need to get bigger. So yeah, just my athleticism and my shot.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, like, you know.
Now, of course, like this is. I wish.
You will grow those muscles that are the size of my head, you know.
Yeah.
Moving to the second section, this section is quite an interesting one. Is one that the previous player we interviewed that was actually not long ago. It was a couple of hours, I believe. Michael Kessens, that also plays in the BBL, you know, in Telecom.
Yeah.
He left a question for you, And hopefully, when we finish this question, if you can leave a question for our next guest to keep going the line, it will be great.
Okay.
And the question is, what is one thing that you struggled with in your basketball career, and how did you manage to overcome it?
So, of course, like when I first came to Bamberg, I came here as I just turned 16 years old. I came without my family, and I'm from Vienna, so it's a big town. Coming to Bamberg, a really small town, I just had some difficulties to adapt to the situation. But we basically all lived in the same place. So every player that lived there also came away, went away from home, lived alone there. So we had like this group, and then you always know you're not alone in this situation. So this always helps us. We had also great people helping us with school, whatever. So they did a really good job with it. And yeah, this was one of my main problems at the beginning. And second of all, this thing with my knee, I don't know, it just stopped when I think I stopped growing and put on some muscles. So we were just like, I was just happy for it to end, because there were some days I couldn't go to school, like walking was so bad. So this was really a blessing.
Great. And do you have like a question you want to leave for our next guest?
I do have like
We can give you time if you want.
Maybe like how do you manage to keep up your sleep routine? Because myself, because I mean it is hard, because you have some distractions. You watch Netflix, and then all of a sudden, oh, my camera went off. And then all of a sudden you watch like 3 hours of Netflix. You know what I mean? And then phone rings, and you have some messages or something. So maybe, that's the question for the next guy. I think he will have a hard time for that too.
Perfect. And if you want, Luca, you can introduce.
Yeah, I will see if I will watch for sure.
Well, and finally, the last section is flash questions. Basically, the faster you can answer, the best.
Okay.
And when you're ready, we can go.
I'm ready.
Okay. Favorite movie?
Well, Time.
Favorite TV show?
Family Guy.
Not including basketball. What sport do you watch or play the most?
Football.
Teammate you spend the most time with?
My 2 guys that live with me here. Yeah.
Favorite food?
Cevapcici.
Favorite video game?
FIFA.
Hot or cold?
Hot, for sure.
One dream left to accomplish, not basketball related.
Buy a house for my parents in Croatia.
Perfect. Favorite artist?
This is tough. Oh, there's too many. I can't.
Top 3.
Top 3. It's some German rap. Raf Kamora. Then a Croatian singer, Oliver Dragojevic, and let's say a Little Baby.
Okay.
And finally, favorite basketball shoes?
Kobe's.
Perfect.
Kobe's, yeah.
Leon, that was basically it. Thanks all for coming. We really appreciate it. And, we keep in touch to let you know the status of the interview.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Leon. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye.